All right, as always, here's the risk disclosure. Trading futures is risky. Know what you're doing before you do it, and you can lose all your money. Also, this live stream is not financial advice. It is for educational purposes only, and the live stream is not intended to copy my trades. Good morning, everybody. I'm trying to stream on Discord and YouTube at the same time. I don't know why.
Double cluster NQ. Potential SLZ on NQ. SLZ on NQ. Potential TX on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
Stream is still running. We paused to preview. For some reason, it doesn't like that. Yeah, for some reason, it doesn't. It just wants to stay on that 10-tick chart. That's weird. Change windows.
Double cluster NQ.
Yeah, that's weird. It was working fine when I was testing it. Good morning. Good morning, Fernando. Good morning, SS.
Potential TX on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
All right. Should be all set. Well, all right, y'all. For you all on Discord, I may have to do some
Potential TX on
yeah, YouTube is working fine.
Potential double TX on
But
NQ.
for Discord,
Box on NQ.
let me turn down my
TX on NQ.
Ninja Trader.
Potential TX on NQ.
Ninja Trader with all those alerts are going crazy.
Double cluster NQ.
Yeah, I don't know why. It only wants to show that one screen. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm sorry. The one, I think I'm going to have to end the Discord and do some configuring on that, because I don't know why it won't show anything except for that one screen, and it keeps flashing. So, yeah, I'm going to end the Discord. I'm just going to be on the YouTube. I'll put the link here in Discord.
Potential TBS on NQ.
All right. I am only here on... Oh, what's going on? Oh,
Potential TBS on NQ.
oh.
TBS on NQ.
Why did my... There we go. Oh. Tick Strike's trying to update. I was like, what's going on?
Potential TX on NQ.
All right. Been a little minute since I've been on here live, so let's see what we can do today. There we go. Hope everybody's been doing okay. Ooh, tick strike is lighting up. So just an update. For the last month, I've been really doing mostly just simplicity. And it's been going great. So some LREs here and there too, but not as many. And right now, we do have a pullback, but right to settlement. So here's the open, long at the open here. And I changed my display up a little bit too. I'm going to be focusing, instead of having the 10 tick and a little small simplicity, since I am doing a lot of simplicity trades, I'm just going to have simplicity here. And then like always, I'll flip over to the other charts. So right now, we're just going straight up. A little pullback here. A lot of OP. I'm going to hit the 30 tick. Right above settlement, we have this little mini magnet, ZOI. Another mini ZOI right above. So there you are, Jean. So, yeah, let me refresh my dynamic magnets and flux levels. All right. So, 50 tick. There's that settlement. 10 tick. So at this point, I'm looking for a reset, or if we get a strong break, because like on the 10 tick here, you can see we have settlement. Now we may, let's see what happens in this little zone right here between this ZOI and settlement. I'm basically going to see where we go from here. You know, it could just continue running long, but I want to clear break. Go back to simplicity here. Just trying to push long. Got the ice level right here. Looking, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, it went away, but I was gonna say it's looking interesting because it was trying to lay a mini magnet right on the ice level. We do have quite a bit up here too. We have this little stack up here, right above the dev. So, up there's that mini magnet. Might try to lay this mini magnet. So. See. Just gonna double check my trade copier.
Potential TX on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
Okay. All right, we got the opening move out of the way now. 941. See, you can see the 10 tick has a, I mean, it broke up here, right? But then it pulled right back down into the zone.
Double TX on NQ.
So that's not where I was, you know, I don't want to take a trade there. We have settlement right below. Now we're creating a 4-bar chop on the 50 tick. Potentially. Almost there. So, opening move, chopping, deciding where we're going to go. Hey, Jimmy. Good to see you. Hope everybody was doing okay the last month and a half or so since I haven't been here. All right, now we close the 4-bar on the 50.
Double cluster NQ.
I hope there's not an echo because I'm in my office I built and I still need to
Potential TX on NQ.
do a little more decorating, but also I wanted to get some like foam pads for the walls because it has a little bit of an echo now. I don't know if it's coming through on the mic. Hopefully not, but
Potential TX on NQ. Draft orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
all right. Now we have a reset, so let's see where we go from here. No echo. Awesome. All right. So basically, yeah, I'll be looking for, if we're going to go short, I mean, this is settlement here, so I would definitely want to wait until we clear that. This would be an area, you see where this mini magnet is here, kind of did this little coil chop, and then laid a mini magnet almost at the same level and pushed up. So if we were to start heading short, I would be careful right there. I'd want to make sure that clears short of that. Because it very well could come down and test that and say, all right, you know, we tested that, let's head back up. Even though, like, if everything's looking like it's wanting to go short, that's what I would watch if it did go short. Awesome. Audio is excellent. Cool.
Potential SLZ on NQ. SLZ on NQ.
So I've never, I mean, I used to use tick strike here and there, but I never really used it very often, especially with LREs. I really didn't need it too much, and then I was trading pre-market, you know, so but I have tick strike and been doing a lot of studying on it, like how the ticks line up and react with simplicity or without. Yeah, and so far, basically, when all of them light up at the same time, that's your signal. But if, like, because sometimes, you know, 2 of these will be lighting up one way a little bit, and you're going short, and it's lighting up green, I've noticed you don't need to really pay attention to that. It's only when all of them light up. See, like right now, it's going short, Google's lighting up green, so... Okay, 30 tick chart. Here's a little signal for me, potentially. Market might be laying a mini magnet on the 30 right at that cluster to the left. So look at DR is really low. So if this can close short, I'd be looking for it to continue pushing short if it can close short. Looks like it's going to go away. So again, those are those little signals I'm looking for
Potential TX on NQ.
for direction, basically.
Draft orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
All right, went away. We're still in the little chop zone here. Now, if we get a long above this mini magnet on the 30, here, I'd be looking to take this. I'd expect some hesitating right in this area. I mean, but that's still a good 10. That's still a good little trade. But we got to keep in mind, we got to look here. We got 14% OD. So as it comes up, if it does start to break, we just got to be a little bit careful here in case if it stalls. But yeah, this is there's a nice little level up here at 305. It might go. So let's see. Because we're also trying to lay a mini magnet below this bar too, which could push it up. See if we get along above this mini magnet or not. Yeah, I left a mini magnet pawl right here. All right, we didn't get an early entry yet. Both are angled up. But again, look what's potentially happening on the 30 here. Okay, it went away. Never mind. So now let's see if we get this long without it running all the way up first. Now we have this little wall, this area here. I'd be looking. It might get up there before. Yeah. I can't take a long right into that, so I'm going to wait. Never checked it. It is more like signal related stocks direction. Yeah. So it's like momentum. The ticks for tick strike is the orders coming in. See how it's all lighting up green now? But see, my entry would have been right here, right at about 300. And I'm not going to take it going right into that. I'll wait till it breaks and look for a pullback. If it breaks. Yeah, see, if that stack, that little double ZOI flux wall wasn't there, I would have really liked that one. Because, see, that was also the breakout bar right here. Simplicity, entry. But, as you can see, it came right up to that area, and it's kind of stalled. So, a lot of HD on the 10. I might be willing to try an LRE here. Potential elevator on NQ. Potential TX on NQ. Let's see what happens if it pulls back down a little bit more. See, here's the 10. I was kind of waiting for it to come down to this area, but it didn't quite get there. Yeah, Jeffrey, that's the plan. Okay, let's see here. There's a lot of HD. It's coming down pretty hard, though. Yeah, I'm not taking this pullback. It came down a little too hard. We have ODD on the 30 tick. Didn't quite get past that area, so and maybe setting up another little chop box. Who knows? Let's see what it does here. Yeah, that's the plan to stream the open. Depending on how the days go, I may do an hour to an hour and a half. Depending on the, on the day. See, everything's lighting up red now. That's where you'd want to look for a short. I'm not seeing where I'd take a short though. We're kind of staying around settlement. Because, see, here's settlement. So, even if we went short, here's that. Let me go to the 30. Here's that Paul mini magnet we left going up. And see, that was another reason why I liked this one to push up. Had the breakout bar, this to push it up, everything. It's just my entry came too close to that area, so. But now we're pushing right back down to this. And if we do break this, we have settlement right below. So that's another reason I'm not going to enter, you know. Because this was looking a little short here. But then right when we get in, settlement. So we just kind of need to clear this area. Ooh, check out the 30. If this bar closes down, we're heading short. Look at that, leaving a magnet on top of this magnet where it left a magnet to the left. This should push down. We have settlement right there, but I would expect this to continue pushing down. I can't get in the trade because settlement's right there, but yeah, expectation is to keep pushing short. That's what I like about trading during this time too, is there's more going on versus, you know, sitting pre-market. Whenever I was streaming pre-market, some days, many days, we're just sitting there like, all right, what are we going to talk about now? Which at least when the market's open, even if there's not trades or entries I'm willing to take, the market's still moving. So I can at least talk about, you know, what I'm seeing in the market. Still read the market, basically. Yeah, see, it's pushing down just like expected. Man, I still these order prints still always amaze me. But here we are at settlement. Because see, even if I would have hopped in the short, I mean, you can argue, okay, it's better than nothing. Could have grabbed 8 to 10 points, but the risk, and I mean, it's still pushing, but the risk is too much to do that, in my opinion. But I mean, if I would have gotten in short here, my stop would have been above these double mini magnets and all that. So it's a pretty safe one. It's just my personal rule is I never trade around settlement. All right, we're pushing down. Let's see if we keep going. If this can push a little further, I may be willing to take an LRE pullback off this area, because this is where it laid that mini magnet, has a flux, and a mini magnet all the way over here to the left. Yeah, see, if we get a pullback now, the only risk is if this is the bottom for now. This ice, both blue and red ice. If this pulls back, I would hate for it to this be like, it looks like it's going to blow right through. Thanks, John. I found that, man, website. It's a free indicator. You just got to give them your email so they can send you a bunch of spam. Ninza.co, Ninza.co, I think was the website. They have like all kinds of indicators and stuff. All right, 10 tick, we have double clusters here. So, and cluster on the 30 tick. So this could signal the stop of this little run. Dang. A pullback would be here. 47. Remember, I'm looking for at least 10 points on a pullback. 47, 37. We got a lot of HD building up on the 10. I'd actually prefer this to keep running short first, but might be laying a mini magnet there too. Yeah. Could have entered this one, but it didn't quite pull back to where I wanted it to. I mean, it was within 2 points of the solid line, which that's what you're looking for, but I'm just a little leery if this is the end of the little push short. Actually, if this pulls up now, if this pulls up now, I may take a short. Come on up a little more. It's not giving me what I'm looking for. I want it to pull up like right up in this area. There's quite a bit of clustering going on. I think it's going to continue short. See, it's just not really giving me, even though I think it's going to continue short after this little pull up here, it's not really giving me a signal to say, hey, let's go ahead and hop in. Like, I mean, yeah, this is a nice little area. There we go. Now it's pushing short, but I don't know. It just didn't give me anything that I loved. And now we have double clusters on the 30 tick. So, but still pushing short. I have no idea what this is. Toast notification. Okay. Yeah. See, look at that. It sure pushed short, but didn't really give me. See, this is the thing that kind of caused me to hesitate on this. Look at all these clusters right in here. So it very well could have just chopped. So that's the 10 tick. Man, this is a nice rundown. Nice run. So now we have some nice HD. All right, I'm going to take this one. See if I can grab a little something back to the dev here. Let's see. Just hope it doesn't come back and test those ice levels. All right, I'm behind the dev. I'm trailing this baby. Oh, yeah, look at it go. All right, knocked me out. About 80 ticks on that one. I didn't call that one fast enough, but I liked, so like if you look at the 30 tick, You see this to the left, I mean, this was pretty much the bottom over here. And we were so close at this dev, and it pulled back. Couldn't get back to the... Because we already had chopping here at this level, at this area. So since we already had some chopping here, it's telling me... I mean, it pulled back, but it had some chopping. So it's telling me, all right, it's going to push down more. And since it's pushing down, it came through the dev and pulled back up, right? So what I'm reading here is that it's going to make its way back to that bottom, looking left. Look at the 50 tick. See, here, right here. If it's this close, it's most likely going to make it back down here. And then the 10 tick, look here at the 10 tick. Pulled up. Yes, we had ODD. But remember, HD, well, I guess... Technically, it's not HD because we had a little pullback here, but we pulled all the way up here 600%. So what I was looking at, and it had a TX short. So I saw that setting up, and that's when I decided to hop in and took this nice 80 tick short. Now I would not take this one here, this pullback, because look at this run already. We already had a pullback here, just had a pullback here. I didn't get the greatest fill or entry, but had a pullback here. So now this would be the third one after a long run. I would not get in. It's probably going to run long or chop. Done for the day on that one.
Potential TBS on NQ.
See, 50 tick. See, this thing might just start pushing up. See, now we're pushing back up to these areas here, so I would not look to go long right now unless if it breaks this. But I'm thinking it's going to pull back, yeah, probably this area and probably chop around a little bit.
SLZ on NQ. SLZ on NQ.
Let's see, I guess I didn't. I don't know how many ticks I got on that one. Okay, I ended up closing out with about 66 ticks on that trade. 16.5 points. All right, now we're coming back down. I would not expect this to just come down and just start running again. If it does come down, I'd expect it to come down, hit here, maybe create a little zone before it makes a move. So remember, I always look for a lot of, I say tops and bottoms. I don't really say support and resistance much because it's quick, you know, like these are literally just forms like a little range, top and bottom range. So it's not necessarily always going to be support and resistance. So that's why I don't really call it that. I just say a top and bottom. Like right now, here's a bottom, right? Clear bottom, 30 tick. But see, there's not really resist or support, you know. You'd say a support's down here. But you can see to the left. So it's the first rundown. I'd expect if this does come down to come down about where it was, and then maybe do a little bounce or chop and then go. Unless if I get a signal, like if this comes down here and lays a mini magnet here and the bar closes short, then maybe it'll keep going. But I don't see anything down here to really pull it down either. Like I don't see nothing down here. Most of the order prints and everything is going to be above. Oh, I accidentally... Okay. Yeah, it's going to be above, so... We'll see. And then looking at the 50 tick. I mean, back here, it did run all the way down here and chop, so... It could come down here, maybe chop a little bit, and then make another move to try to come down. But I'm just not seeing a lot of order prints right now to really pull it down there, so... Just have to wait and see. So the mini magnets, basically, I look at them as, or I was taught to look at them as pushing away from or attracting to. So basically, it can work either way. Like here, back here, when the market came down, kind of pulled up, and started laying this mini magnet and the bar was closing short, especially since there's a mini magnet right here to the left at the same area. This going down and leaving a mini magnet, it's telling me it's probably going to push short. And that's why back here, I was saying, okay, this is going to, my expectation would be a short, for it to push short because of that and where it was laying it. And then this next bar came up and pulled up and laid another mini magnet there. So we had double mini magnets. And the bar closing short is telling me it's pushing away. But then when price is moving in a certain direction, and like let's say price starts moving back up, and starts heading this way. Well, then these mini magnets, as it's coming up, I would expect these mini magnets to attract price. As it's getting closer, I'd say, okay, this should come back up to those mini magnets. So that's kind of pretty much how, I love mini magnets the most, and that's what I'm looking at the most for signals. Yeah, but then like up here we have two ZOIs and a pulse. So I would look at this as an attraction. If it was coming up here, I'd say, okay, market could be coming up to these double mini magnets, and if it breaks it and pulls back and then leaves a mini magnet on top of it and closes up, then my expectation would be it'd be pushing off and head that to this area. No problem. All right. And now let's look at the 10 tick here. We can see clear price movement left to right. There's pretty much a top going on here and a bottom. And now simplicity is lighting up. So if it breaks, I may look to take a long above this. Potential elevator on the 10 tick here. Okay. I'm in. See if we can run up to this flux or settlement. We got a potential mini magnet on the 30 tick laying if this bar closes long. So let's see if that happens. The bar needs to go up to 249. Okay, closed. So now it's telling me, and I'll pull up my 30 tick here in a second. But it's telling me we should continue pushing long. Might get a breakout bar on the 50 tick at 250.75. Let's see. There's the 30 tick. There's the mini magnet I mentioned to help push it up. So hopefully it works out that way. The 50 tick, we might be getting a breakout bar at 250.75. So everything's looking like we should push long here. Now, once it gets close to this flux level, I will tighten up a little bit, or at least go to break even in case if it can't break that. But then my target's pretty much settlement at this point. Getting a little bit of chop on the 10. I think we should still be good to push long here. Let's see. I'm going to make sure to stay behind this red ice level. It could chop around a little bit here, but I'll stay behind this ice level. If we close below the solid line, okay, this might not work out here. We may chop around a little bit. Okay, got stopped out. But we do have a short. I do like this short. Because the level it left behind up here. I like that. So we have this early entry short. So let's see if we can run it back down to the dev at least. Because it laid. Yeah, let's see if we can run it down to the dev. We do have a cluster there on the 30. See, I really like these levels that it left going short. Once it hits the dev, I'll probably go to break even.
Potential OP rejection on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ. OP rejection on NQ.
Oops, I did not mean to do that yet. Alright. That's fine. I'll leave it at break even in case if it can't. There we go. Keep my stop right there. Hopefully it doesn't come back up and knock me out, but it might, because it might chop a little bit. See if it pushes through this ZOI and head down to that wall. That'd be nice. There we go. I'm going to tighten up here by this wall. We're back at the bottom, so I don't know if it's going to break this bottom or not. But I'll just let this... I'm in good profit position, so I'm just going to let my stop hang out there and see if it'll break these. I don't think it'll break this purple ZOI, but yeah, it knocked me out. Ah, look at that. Knocked me out to the tick, and it's running. No! Dang, look at that. Look at that. Knocked me out to the tick. And then ran 15 more points. Ooh. That would have been done for the day for sure if I wouldn't have got knocked out. Oh, man. I'm still pretty much done for the day because I think I'm up about... Let's see. How many ticks is that? Yeah, I'm up over... I'm up over 80 ticks on the day, so... Man, if they didn't knock me out of that one, ooh. That'd have been sweet. To the tick, though. Those are the ones that suck. Look at that. To the tick and then ran. I mean, it's all right. I got my profit for the day, but dang, look at that. Because see, I was behind these little levels here, and I was just going to let it run if it wanted to run. But it said, nope, I'm going to get you out first, and then I'm going to run. Yeah, Joan, that's what I was... This 30 tick mini magnet looked like this was telling me it should push it long, and it almost got the breakout bar, but it didn't. But as soon as this closed short and gave an entry short and underneath all this level, you know, I felt comfortable enough hopping in the short and just leaving my stop above these levels. So, yeah, because my stop was up here. And just let it run. It's still going. Man, can't have any FOMO. I got my ticks. So, dang. Still looking at it run after it gets you out to the tick. It's like, ooh, why didn't you just leave me in? But yeah, that's 3 trades for the day. 2 winners, 1 loser. Net like 80 ticks. So across 14 accounts, 14 PAs.
Potential TX on NQ. Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ. Potential
Yeah.
rejection on
Ugh.
NQ.
To the tick.
Potential TX.
Because I'd still be sitting in this right now. Here's an LRE that I'm not against, actually.
Potential SLZ on NQ.
Right here, I'd get in short. I'm not going to do it because I got my ticks for the day. I don't want to risk. I'm basically at my profit target for the day, so I don't want to risk it. But, yeah. Little short right there was the entry at about close to 200. You can get 10 points out of this probably.
TX on NQ.
We have the triple clusters at the 30, so that's the only kind of thing. I like that it pulled back to them, but that's the only little thing that might cause some hesitating on this one. But I think it'll come down and be a winner. There we go. That's a winner LRE right there. I liked that one. Bam, that was nice. So it might even come back down to the dev. Down here. Oh, look at this now.
Potential TX.
This bar is going to be crucial. Is it going to lay a mini magnet here and close down and hit the dev? Or is it going to lay a mini magnet here and have ODD and go up?
Elevator on
Let's see. I'm thinking it's going to come down to the dev, though. It's got some strong short momentum. Nice little mini magnet laid right there. With the ZOI, this thing should push down to this area. Do you have ODD? So I would expect if wherever this stops in this area and the next bar closes up, I don't think it's going to run. I think that's where we're going to stop and chop. Because 28% ODD, big hill, little hill down here, right?
Potential double TX on
Big move down,
trap
chop,
orders with
choppity chop.
double TX on NQ.
Nice little TX short on the 10 tick right here. Yep, there we go. Heading right down to the dev. Oh, yeah, let me explain that a little bit. Because it's slightly... Okay. Let me reread your question real quick.
Trap orders with exhaustion box on NQ.
After the session open, you have a different stop and target, haven't you? Like 20 tick stop for LRE and 40 simplicity in your profit. What do you look for? Okay, so I'm still wanting 40 to 50 ticks profit target for the day. If I get 40, 50, I'm good. My stop for simplicity. So if I'm taking an LRE, plain LRE by itself, I still would do a 20 tick stop See, this is the ATM I use for LRE after the open. 20 tick stop and a 40 tick target. But the reason why I didn't do that today, so the ATM I use is a 40 tick stop with no profit target, because I'm gonna let it run if it wants to run. Even with LRE, I'm using that. The reason is because most of my accounts, I'm doing micros on a lot of my 50K accounts. I'm doing five or so micros depending on the day. And I have 4 300K accounts now, and I'm doing one contract, one mini on those. And I don't know if you remember pre-market, what I would do is like kind of switch accounts and switch ATMs. But I was trying that after the open, like a few weeks back. And what happened is because I had micros and had a leader on one, and then minis with a different leader, when I would get into one of the trades, it would trigger the other one, and it would loop basically my copier and take like triple and quadruple the contracts that I wanted. So it became too hard for me to kind of flip and do this and do this and that and like change all that with the market open, especially because, you know, it's faster, of course. So I just left my 40 tick simplicity ATM, and every trade I'm taking, instead of flipping to a mini on LREs, and I'm just taking everything the same. And when I do get into LRE, even though I have the 40 tick stop, I have my finger ready to go. Once it's in a losing position by around the same 20 ticks or so, then I'll just close it myself. So I'm just kind of manually doing it instead of having the hard stop, if that makes sense. And that's really mainly because I have so many accounts that I'm just doing different sizes with, and it was just really hard to manage. So yeah, LRE, I still want to get out with around a 20 tick stop and take a 40 tick profit target. And simplicity, I'm hopping in with about a 40 tick stop. I will pull it back and risk a little more. I'll risk up to 60 max on a simplicity. And then target on simplicity, I have no profit target. I let it run, and I just look for targets on the chart to tighten up at. And that's it. For the day, even though I got 80 plus ticks profit, it was close to it was like 90 ticks profit for the day. I really still, because a lot of my accounts are doing 5 micros, so I really still got like equivalent to like 45, 50 ticks profit for a mini. And then my 300K accounts, I'm doing minis on those, so I did get the full, 80. So it could be a little confusing because I'm doing like a lot of cross math and stuff and contracts. But yeah, anytime I get a total tick count of 50 plus ticks, I'm good for the day. If I lose around 40, I'm done for the day. Or because I'm doing micros, basically I can lose 80 ticks, if that makes sense. It's kind of a little bit confusing, but it's still the same logic as before. And actually, I know I've always said not to focus on the dollar amount, but because of the way the contract sizing is and the micros are half and blah, 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 it's kind of easier just to think of the dollar. Like, okay, I don't want to lose if I'm doing like normally 40 ticks on one mini would be $200, right, for the day. Then that's basically 80 ticks for micros. Instead of like sitting there trying to figure it all out, I'm just like, all right, if I lose around $200 on those accounts for the day, I'm done. If I make 250, 300 for the day, I'm done. Basically, just keep it simple. I've gotten to the point now where I can start looking at the dollars again and not mess up my emotions or psychology or anything like that. So Man, this thing is still running short. Holy moly. But also that's why like now I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here in a second because I don't watch charts when I'm done. I disconnect from data. Actually, let me do that now. Let me turn off my copier. Hop into global sim and disconnect from data. So now I can't trade my Apex accounts. See, I'm disconnected there. I'm only connected to Kinetic, global sim, and no trade copier. All right, well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. A little bit, about an hour. Yeah, it's been about an hour. So I'm going to call it a day and hope everybody has a great day. And I'll be back tomorrow. There may be some days here and there where I don't hop on because I have something to do, but I'm pretty much planning to do this again every day. So, all right, well, I'm going to hop off here. Hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Trade well.